everyone, this is Lil Already from Abstract Music Lab, and today I'm back here in the sound design channel with another tutorial for another preset from the Melodic House Academy presets. And you can check the preset, it's an ARP preset, and it sounds like this. This is how it sounds. Essentially, that's the whole preset, and you can check the MIDI also over here. Now, in context, but now let's get down to DIVA and let's get started with this tutorial. We're gonna initialize the preset and we're also going to solo it so we only listen to DIVA. We're also gonna take out the EQ and the kickstart that we had, and let's get started. We're gonna start by choosing a DCO. And also in the waveforms, we're gonna choose also a sawtooth. And we're gonna choose a sub oscillator like this. But there's too much sub and there's not enough noise in the sound. So we're gonna pick the sub and put it a little bit down. And you can see that the sound already starts feeling like the sound that we listened to over here. At least the tonality of it. Now we're gonna choose a high pass filter post and we're gonna put it to 2. This will cut a little bit of the low end from the sound. Now in the cutoff, we're gonna choose a cascade filter and we're gonna put the cutoff all the way down. We're not listening to anything even though we're playing it, and that's because we have to modulate this with the envelope too. Now it's a bit too loud, and because of that, we also have to modulate the envelope too. We're gonna start by choosing an analog envelope 2, and we're gonna put the sustain all the way down because this is a plucky sound. We're gonna lower a little bit of the decay, we're gonna raise a little bit of the release so it sounds a little bit lengthier in the release of the sound. And this is gonna be highly modulated by the velocity and the keyboard. So essentially, the further right we play in the keyboard, the more cutoff we have, and the harder we play the song in our keyboard, the more cutoff it has as well. While we're here, let's go into the analog envelope 1, and again, sustain all the way down, and release a little bit higher. Decay a bit smaller. And same thing with the velocity. But you can see now that the sounds are starting to play on top of the other. And for that, we're gonna choose a mono sound. Now, in addition to that, let's go back to the cutoff. And then in the cutoff, we're gonna pick the FM and we're gonna put it a little bit smaller. This will create some punch in the sound, and essentially that's what we want. In addition to that, lastly, we're gonna have to activate the cutoff over here. Essentially, again, the further right we play, the more cutoff this sound is gonna have. And essentially, that's it with this section of the DIVA. And let's get started with the tuning, amplifier, and other sections of it. Let's start with the amplifier. So amplifier, we're gonna choose LFO 1. And we're gonna put this to -14. But the main thing is gonna be the random over here in the pan mod. That it's gonna make the sound completely random in terms of where it's playing in your headphones. Now we're gonna pick a bit more of vibrato. And this will be important because we're gonna have to modulate the LFO 1 now. So LFO 1 is gonna be a sine, random, 1 second. But we can't listen to anything, and that's because this depth mod is all the way up. We need to deactivate it and unattach it from the mod wheel, and we can do this by putting it all the way down. So something like this. Now we can listen to a little bit more. If you intensify the vibrato, you can listen to it a lot more. Now we're also going to choose a little bit of delay. Increase a little bit of the rate. And that's essentially it with the LFO1. Now we're also gonna have to choose a little bit of glide in the sound. But that's gonna come from the glide number 2, which means that if you play 2 notes at the same time, they're gonna glide at different speeds. 6 voices. Now, in addition to all that, we're gonna have to activate the ARP of the sound. So 1/16 of the clock, ARP, mode, and that's essentially it. Now, let's go into the trimmers, and we're gonna slightly change the voicing of the sound. You can do it as much as you want over there, and the voice drift is gonna go slightly up as well. Now let's go into the effects, and that's essentially where the sound is gonna come from. So delay, and then we're gonna use a plate reverb. But let's start with a delay. So in the delay, the side a little bit down. And we don't want the low end to be affected by delay, so we're gonna increase this a little bit. We're gonna leave the timing as it is, and the wow is gonna also remain as it is, but the feedback is gonna go all the way up. And now we're gonna also introduce a plate reverb. Less dry sound, but also less wet sound as well. Gonna decrease a little bit of the diffusion, make it damp a little bit more. And the decay is also slightly smaller. And now this size is gonna be a little bit higher. And again, that's why we activated this EQ over here, because there was a lot of low end coming from the noise. And the kickstart to pump along with the song. And that's it. I hope you liked the video, and if you liked it, you can hit the like button. If you loved it, you can subscribe to the channel. Or if you like the preset and the MIDI, you can get both over here available in the description below. And I hope to see you soon in the next Sound Design channel video. This is Leo already signing off. Cheers.
Hi, this video is sponsored by us. If you like these tutorials and want to support the channel, please check out our website packed with online courses and professional sample packs. Also check our ready-to-use and club-tested Serum presets. You can browse by the genre and style you're looking for, or get the incredible deal with the full Serum preset bundle. Thank you for listening, and now let's get back to your tutorial.